Hello beautiful people, it's Sinderfam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're back again with another video, and this is in regards to the new trophy wife story or saga. And yeah, we're gonna be checking to hear what other people have got to say regarding this story or the saga. Let's check it out.
My first thought was, did someone touch her? So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was daddy.
I always say this on my channel. Don't tell people you got kids. That's the stupidest thing you can do because they start to treat you a certain way. And like I said, there's weirdos out there. Single moms need to stay quiet when they're dating. And they need to date for a long time until the man has fallen in love with them, gave them money, invested in them heavily. Then when she deems him worthy to be serious or exclusive, then she can tell him, there's something that I haven't told you yet. And he's going to be so into her and so in love with her, he's not going to care. He's going to be into her. He's going to be like, what is it? What is it? You know, don't tell me some strange thing. He's going to be all scared of some like bad news or something that he can't, escape from. And then all it is, oh, you have kids? Oh, well, that's okay. I still like you. I mean, I've gotten to know you. I've fallen in love with you. I want to, do this. And I've spent all this money and invested on you. That's okay. And then you make sure that if this person is going to be in your life for a long period of time, that you understand if you're going to bring somebody around your kids, you got to get the background checks. You got to get all that stuff. And plus, if you have young kids, you really shouldn't be out there anyway trying to bring people around them. If that child is not old enough to fight or to kill somebody or to dial 911, you shouldn't be bringing any strangers, men or women or strangers around them anyway. I don't do that. I don't even let people babysit my kids. So, I mean, like if it's a family member like your grandma or something, yes, but like I don't let strange people around my kids. That's crazy. I would never do that. I'm too much of a mother. Okay? You can date several guys, get the bag without them never ever meeting your children or never even knowing you have kids. Do you know how many women do this? Do you know how many women date and get the bag and the men don't even know they got kids? Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you watch my channel for 10 years back, 11 years back, I'm going to say the same thing from day one to this day. Women stop being so desperate. Date 3 and 4 and get the bag from 3 and 4. And they never have to meet your kids. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How should I ask for money for bills? He's like 20 years older. I'm 23. He pays some bills. I need more. I have not kissed with him or anything. Okay, act like you're excited to go out with him again. It's like, you know what? I can't wait to see you again. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. I can't wait to do, do that again. And da, da, da. But, I'm just kind of a little bit sad right now because, I got to figure out this, and that. So, but hopefully we can meet up again soon because that was so much fun. Anyway, then he'll be like, well, what do you need? So if they like you, they're going to offer to help you. If you're excited to see them again, they're going to offer to help you. So just mention it slightly, but act like you're excited to see them again, but there's something holding you back. And when you solve the problem, you'll get back with them. So that's it.
Okay, I get and understand that lots of people or many people follow relationship coach blindly, listen to their advice and take relationship advice from them. But again, my advice here, or what I would just want to say, because I don't give people advice, or what I'm just going to say is, please stay present in your relationship and please don't lie to your spouse. Don't tell your spouse a lie. It's so be it that something like this really did happen, but again, what she said, I kind of agree with some things that she said, in the sense that don't just bring any stranger close to your kids, and protecting your kids should be your number one priority. But again, please don't lie to your spouse regardless of the case. And also the fact that the trophy wife in question jumped really quickly to meeting a man, getting married to him, and all of that without doing background check or without knowing who he truly was and all of that. It still did not make sense. Like it's it sounded so desperate, and exactly, please women should stop being desperate, or please women don't be desperate. It doesn't even make sense because sometimes you don't even know the situation you're getting yourself into, or because you want to get the bag, or all because you want to get the money, or all because you want to be the trophy wife, or you want to have this luxurious lifestyle or whatnot. It doesn't even make sense. Because come on, there are crazy people out there, and don't ever try to put yourself in a terrible situation just because you want to marry rich, or you want to marry the wealthy man, or you want to get a ring, or you want to get the bag. Take care of yourself and heal if need be. But again, don't think that relationship is the all the answer, or has would give you the answer. And if you're a single mom, your kids should be your priority. Heal first, work on yourself before jumping into a relationship. Or don't think relationship is the only place you're going to find solace of healing just because you're single. And also, don't think because you're single is the end of the world. As have you ever heard of anybody who died
Because they are single? The answer is no.
But some people just, because they're afraid of being alone, they just want to hop from one relationship to the other. And some people would rather be in a messy relationship, abusive relationship, than be single. Doesn't even make sense. And also, please, not every relationship advice you see on social media or you hear on social media you should take. Or not every relationship coach that gives you advice you should take. If you're in a relationship, or if ever you're in one, or ever happen to be in a relationship, please stay present in your relationship and take note of the things that are happening in your relationship. Not waiting for one relationship coach or somebody to come tell you what to do in your relationship and how to run your relationship. You are the one in the relationship. Rather than staying present and staying focused, you're asking people to come and give you advice when they are not in the relationship. They don't understand your relationship dynamics. Everybody should remember, everybody's relationship dynamics is different from other people, and is not always going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. Same with marriage. But it seems like lots of people would rather listen to relationship coach, take relationship advice, destroy their marriage or whatnot, than stay present in their relationship or in their marriage.
I just hope that this new trophy wife situation teaches young girls to stop pedestalizing these kinds of relationships and these kinds of men. Yeah, you might find yourself in a situation that you literally cannot escape from because of a financial power dynamic. And I don't understand why that is not the central conversation when it comes to these femininity coaches, because that's what she was. She was a femininity coach. She was a divine, become your ultimate woman was her tagline. And this is what women go through. This is the thing that I don't understand. It's so ironic and it's so cathartic. This is really what women go through. This is becoming an ultimate woman. One of the pillars of the suffering that women face is sexual violence to our children. To our children. So what I'm confused about, right, is why people are still lending credence to this femininity coach kind of space. Stop pedestalizing these kinds of men and stop pedestalizing these kinds of relationships. It's just gonna hurt us. There's nothing we benefit from this.
But again, regardless, nobody is going to tell you how to run your relationship except you yourself. You don't know what you're doing. Because if somebody comes to tell you something about your relationship, or comes to tell you how to run your relationship, and your relationship goes awry, or it goes the wrong way, is it the person's fault, or is it the person that gave you the advice fault? Of course no, because you as an adult, I want to believe that you being in a relationship or getting married or whatever, you're an adult, so you can think for yourself, or you can think freely for yourself. So if somebody comes to give you advice on how to run your relationship or how to run your marriage, and you listen and you follow everything the person is saying, don't you can't you think freely for yourself, or can't you think for yourself? You're not a child. So obviously, sometimes some of these people, or some of these relationship coach, not to defend this relationship coach or femininity coach or whatever, sometimes they give advice, possibly what they want to do, or what they are doing in their relationship or whatever, or what they feel like they want to do, or what they think they want to do. But it doesn't necessarily mean you should follow them bumper to bumper, or follow them every word they tell you, or everything they tell you. Because I mean, you as an individual, you're bound to think freely for yourself. You're supposed to know your left from your right. You're supposed to know what to do, the right from your wrong, or your right from your wrong. Sometimes the essence of most of these videos, or most of these coaches telling you things, is just for you to pinpoint, or to know, or to watch out for some necessary things. It doesn't mean that all the relationship coaches, they know it all. They don't know it all. And also, people should not forget, relationship dynamics is different for different people. All the relationship coaches, they're just going to tell you just bare faces or bare surface information, which they know, or what they think they know. What you may be experiencing in your relationship may be different from what they're telling you. But again, people should stop thinking, or many women should stop thinking, that just because you marry rich, that's the end of solution to your answer, or that is the end of it. So you think that, oh, you're better than somebody else. No, it doesn't work like that. It's so be it that this so happened to this lady, and sometimes people should realize that not everything you see on social media is true. Sometimes some people only put their best foot forward all up on social media because of the glamour, or this or whatever that is attached to social media, it doesn't mean it is real. So please, if you're in a relationship or if you're in one, please, and if you're in one and you're taking relationship advice from relationship coach, please tread carefully. Take the ones that you want to take, filter out the ones you are gonna take. Don't listen to everything they do, or everything they say, and do everything exactly how they tell you. Sometimes they really do not know what they are saying. Majority of the time, some of them are just experimenting or are just telling you, because you may not know how they run their relationship or how their relationship goes. Take for example, this trophy wife. She was giving people advice how to get the bag, how to marry rich, or how to marry a trophy, be the trophy wife and all of that. But she was dealing with a lot, dealing with so many situations, or had a lot of things that was going on in her life. But again, without her coming to tell you, would anybody have known? Of course, nobody would have known. Nobody knew that she wasn't even with her husband up until she came to share or talk the story or talk about the things that possibly happened to her and her kids. But again, people would just blindly follow the coaches or follow relationship coaches because they think they know it all. They don't know it all. It's that simple. Please stay present in your relationship.
So many people are very critical of the new trophy wife scandal. But trauma causes people to make poor decisions. It is not logic. It is all emotional, based on familiarity of what you're used to, what you normalize. But also, when the bar has been so low because you come from a really impoverished, dysfunctional background and you've succeeded so much compared to the people around you, it can create a type of bias where you become more careless, where you've succeeded much further than the people that you have known, but due to the environment that you're still in with those people, like the crab in the bucket theory, keep pulling you down back to where you came from. This is how people repeat their trauma, no matter how much they want to make it stop, no matter how committed they are to giving their own kids a better outcome. My yesterday's video on the new trophy wife on my YouTube channel went viral, and many of you have asked for a part 2 of why the new trophy wife could have made those decisions and how you can become a better decision maker too. Go to my YouTube to watch the part 2 now.
Exactly true what she said. Trauma can make people make poor decisions. But again, that is why it is most important for you to heal before jumping into a relationship or being in a relationship or finding or putting yourself in a relationship whatsoever. Because some people think it is only better for them to be in a relationship than to heal, or some people think being in a relationship will help them heal or will make them heal. Not everybody. Sometimes some people have to heal alone. Some people have to do their healing alone. Sometimes some people have to seek help from other people, or some people would need some other people's help to heal. Sometimes some people need to come together to heal, but it doesn't mean that broken people or two broken people should be in a relationship and think that is the only way they're going to heal. Most importantly, if you have traumas and you have a lot that you're dealing with, it is most important to heal first before finding yourself or being in a relationship. Nobody has ever died of being single. But again, it's the fact that some people think that relationship is the only thing that is going to give them solace of peace rather than finding healing. Some people would rather be in any relationship, any type of relationship at all, than being single, because some of them are so codependent on those type of relationship. They find solace in those type of relationship rather than being single. Please, if you're dealing with a lot, or if you're going through your healing phase and your healing is your priority, and which your healing should be your priority, please take some time to heal rather than hopping and being in a relationship. And for those that are only seeking to marry only rich men, seeking to only get married because of money, please let this trophy wife's scandal or whatever decision she's made, let it be a lesson to some people. In your case may not be exactly like this, but I mean, take the necessary precautions, because don't think all that glitters is gold. There are crazy things that are happening out there, and there are crazy people out there. Just take the necessary precautions, and if you really need to heal, take the time to heal.
This is gonna be a very loaded video, y'all. Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with the new trophy wife. She came on the scene about 8 months ago, maybe a year ago, talking about the teachings of SheraSeven and how she was also inspired by Kevin Samuels. How she got to provide her husband, even though she was a single mom. She got married in a week and she's taken care of and she's living her feminine soft life. All that jazz. She spoke about, SheraSeven and her teachings being what changed her life. But now her life has changed for the worst. Her recent video was it was obviously awful, which is her finding out that her now husband was essaying her two little girls, one that's 2 years old, one that's 4. And that pain is unimaginable, especially when you've gone through that yourself and you know exactly how traumatizing that is. Being that, I think her name is Isis, her real name, the new trophy wife, she's been through that as well. So when you go through that and then your kids go through that, you just feel all the pain, not just the pain that you felt when you were in your youth and experienced that, but also the pain of your children. And I want to say this. I come from a third world country. I grew up with a lot of women that went through the trenches, and we understand men way differently than the women here in America. Okay. And I understand why women watch SheraSeven, because they want to get the best out of the men that they're dealing with. They don't want to get played. But you have to be sophisticated enough to think further ahead that a man could turn around and leave you with nothing, or abuse you, take advantage of you, even while he's providing and protecting, so to speak. SheraSeven could get up and leave her man, James, whenever she wants, because she's acquired some wealth from the content she makes. And so you ladies need to think about that. Instead of, oh, well, yes, I could get a man that's going to take care of me. Okay, but then what? What happens when this man is abusing your children or abusing you? Financially taking advantage of you? What are you going to do then? This girl talking about, SheraSeven inspired her, all that stuff. Yes, but she didn't pick the pages up from also Princella the Queenmaker about 41 Shades of Men. When I go to DR, or when I lived in DR, even by the age of 6, I was being told about every type of man. Oh, this man may be rich, but he may beat you. This man says that he's this, but he's a liar. He's just saying that to get with you. This man, he wants to be with you to be in proximity to the children. This man pretends to be a family man, but the reason he's doing it is because he wants to look good for the other CEOs. This man has a bunch of diseases, and he's just running around with women, getting them completely emotionally enmeshed so he could pass on these diseases, and she wouldn't go ahead and tell on him. There's a list of things that they would tell us about men. And this is why I said in a previous video that if you're going to listen to SheraSeven's teachings, you need to pair that up with 41 Shades of Men. So if you are going to deal with men, at least know exactly what to watch out for and not to let things slide because you're being provided for. And what this girl is going through is so egregious, so terrifying. It's stomach churning. It's making me shake a little bit. Like, I'm literally shaking a little bit. Okay? Because I fear that a lot of women think it's all about aesthetics. It's all about beauty. It's all about hair and makeup and nails. It's more. You need to understand the pathology, the psychology behind why a man does what he does for you. You need to understand men on the most surface level. On the most surface level, down to the core. So you're not put in a position where you're blindsided, where you have these rosy colored glasses and you're not really seeing what's happening behind the fucking scenes to you or your children or to your life. Okay? One thing that Princella the Queenmaker and SheraSeven reinstate, at least in me, because I already know these kind of things, is that you never love them, you never cuff them, you never trust them. And if you get cuffed by them, make sure you have your own back, your children's back. Everything that you care about, that it is protected by you because you are actually the protector. These guys won't protect you. And the ones that do, very far rare in between, that they really have your best interest at heart. This is so freaking sad. Please, if you're going to say anything under her comments, be kind to her. She's going through a very, very tumultuous, mentally horrifying time right now with her children. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say, because I feel like a lot of women are taking SheraSeven's advice and being like, oh, this is all I got to do, and then I'm going to get a provider. Yeah, but what kind of provider is he? Is he the one that's going to leave you worse than when he met you? Is that the kind of provider that you're going to get? You need to think long and hard and be very strategic and understand what kind of men you're getting with before you end up in this situation. Yeah, you have a Mercedes-Benz, but you're driving your child to the doctor trying to figure out why she can't be changed.
Absolutely. And she said some really interesting things that people really need to take note of, especially women. Many women marry for aesthetics or the lifestyle or whatever just because somebody is doing it, and listen blindly or follow blindly relationship coaches without thinking twice or thinking thoroughly. And some people just marry because they want that financial stability. We get it, lots of people want financial stability and all of that, but still Take care of yourself and don't be blinded by those things. It's just there's just a thin line between you marrying for money and being a gold digger. It just closely. And also, let's not forget that marrying for money and marrying a provider is not the same. But many people conflict and mix the both of them and think, oh, because they marry for money or they marry a wealthy man, therefore the man is a provider and all of that. Mommy may be giving you things and all of that, but because you are so blinded by the luxurious things you want to have, you don't even know what is even happening in your relationship. And this is what we keep saying here on this channel. Please stay present in your relationship. Stop hopping from one relationship coach or relationship advice to the other, asking them for advice when you're supposed to be present in your relationship and stay focused. But some people just don't care. They just want all of the flashy lifestyle they can get. And really, what she stated here, it's important for many women to take care of themselves, the exact same thing as men. But obviously, lots of people just think they just if they get the bag or if they get the man, the wealthy man, then that is the end of their problem. It doesn't stop there. You have to continue to continuously put in the work. But it seems like lots of people don't even want to put in the work. They just want to jump into the relationship and the relationship should start working just like the relationship coach told them or said. So everything should just be like Disneyland. It doesn't work like that. Relationship takes work and time and effort. There are lots of things people should know. Remember to know what is your red flag, what you can deal with, what compatibility, what you can compromise on. So many things you should know. That's why it is most important to stay present in your relationship. And remember, not every relationship advice you see on the internet you can take, and not every relationship coach that is giving you advice knows exactly what they are doing. Some people are just telling you, but their lifestyle and what they are telling you may not even be the same, may not match. Just exactly what she said. She pointed out two very interesting relationship coach that gives advice. These ones in question, they already have, they are stable. And if you in your mind you're listening to the advice that say, oh, leave this man. If you listen the advice and you take the advice to leave your marriage or leave your relationship, do you know what is out there waiting for you? Of course not. But some people just want to blindly follow relationship coach or relationship advice without staying focused. And again, sometimes some of these relationship coaches gives you advice or share advice just because they want you to know some things or learn some things, sometimes to learn from their mistakes or whatever. But it does not mean that you should carry every advice or take every advice to say, oh, this person knows exactly what they're saying or know the truth or know what relationship is supposed to be. Sometimes you listen and you learn and also ask the necessary questions. You can also ask from your close friends or ask people around, especially people who are experienced. But especially when it comes to social media, not every relationship coach, and I'm gonna say it again as loud as possible as I can. Not every relationship coach or relationship advice you hear on social media you should take or you should listen to. Sometimes some of them don't know exactly what they are doing. And we're just gonna be honest with that. Sometimes some people have a different lifestyle, different dynamics in their relationship, but they can come tell you otherwise. But again, if somebody is giving you advice and you're taking everything and you think that that is the best advice you can get, then something must really be wrong with you. Because how is it that you're not you rather than you staying present or staying focused in your relationship, you think it is best to seek advice from people and take exactly what they said or see it, believe exactly what they said without filtering of knowing what to filter and what not to filter out. I mean, sometimes you as an individual, you have to think for yourself or think thoroughly and be responsible or take responsibility for some of your actions. It's just sad that this so happened to this young lady, the new trophy wife. Nobody is wishing that something like this ever happened to anybody, but people should take the lessons from it. And if you're taking advice or relationship advice from somebody, anybody ever at all, whether friends, family, close friends, re- internet, social media, whoever, remember, not every advice is good advice. And also in relationship, marriage, every relationship or marriage dynamics is not always going to be the same. It's different for different people, and people run their marriage differently as it pleases them. And also, most importantly, stay present in your relationship. Know what is your deal breaker, what you can compromise, your red flags or whatever. And remember that you are the and remember to put in the work in the relationship if necessary, if needs be, and if need be, and if it needs or requires you to heal from your past trauma or whatever, please do the healing. But again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I would really love to share that. You can share the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, See you in the next video.